die in ieder geval weer even parkeren. Kijk, eerst even de koffiekap. Oh, die moet ik ook trouwens even inladen. Dus je kunt in principe kiezen of je pakt een subscription, dan heb je al die oude DLC's, al die oude expansies krijg je erin. Op de nieuwste na en de aankomende natuurlijk, die zitten er niet in. Of je kunt zeggen van ik koop die DLC's los. En als je een beetje rondkijkt op het internet, kost ze geen fuck de oude expansies. Ik geloof dat ik... Wat zei Alt? Voor Morrowind dat hij 8 of 9 euro betaalt. Een van die expansies. Oh ja, we gingen hier naar dat eiland Sterk. Even exportjes, terwijl we toch in het laadscherm zitten. Even inprogrammeren. Nou.
Welcome to the island of Stirk. Representatives from all 3 alliances are gathering at the meeting place. It's just up ahead, through the ruins. I'm told they'll be arriving at the meeting site by portal any moment. After all the bloodshed in Cyrodiil, I fear the leaders won't be quick to trust one another. Perhaps you can help them see the wisdom in cooperation. I don't envy you the task. We've already assembled quite a team of experts for the Cold Harbor invasion itself. I'll try to introduce you to some of them on the way to the meeting. Lead on. 2 kings and a queen with barely a thimble of patience between them. Reaching a compromise will be no small task, I promise you. Third. Look! It's Lady Laurent!
What?
Wonderful! It's Tellinger. Here's Tellinger, the artificer himself. Must it always take a crisis to pull you away from your toys, Telly?
Varnus, your robes smell of failed experiments and your words of failed wit.
Tell me, Telly, what Dwemer rubbish pit did you crawl out of this week?
You really must learn to respect your betters, old friend.
Do let me know when one happens by, won't you? I don't have the time or the energy, Tellinger, so I'll bid you good day.
Getting the leaders to cooperate will be no small task. I hope you're up for it.
Het zal ook niet veranderen, Iron Man. Ondanks dat door een andere studio gedaan is. Het zal me alleen niks verbazen als het dezelfde voice actors zijn.
The captain in charge of security, Alfari, is over there.
Security.
Captain Alfari, has the island been secured?
Aye. All ships in the area have been diverted away from the island, and the wards are in place.
And the Alliance leaders?
They'll be here any moment. You 3 should get over there as soon as you can.
We're on our way. Thank you, Captain. We must make haste.
Security couldn't be...
Papa. Lijkt me niet aangezien niet 1/4 van iedere mannelijke NPC dezelfde stem. Dat is een bleu.
Of the Daggerfall Covenant. Queen Iran of the Old Merry Dominion. Yoren Skald King of the Ebonheart Pact.
We must put aside our differences and work together, or this assault is doomed from the start.
How do we know this isn't a ruse? A clever plan to divert our forces while your armies take the Imperial city.
I thought backstabbing was your favorite tactic, Emmerich.
Please, are you both so arrogant? Your weapons are children's toys compared to the horrors that Molag Bal commands.
I will not wager the future of my people on the word of a snow barbarian and an adolescent female. I fear for Tamriel's future if either of you were to sit upon the Ruby Throne.
Since when do you care about your people? You never lift a finger except to count your gold.
Please, my lords, this bickering is pointless.
What a waste of time.
Obstinate fools, both of you.
What a mess. Apologies, Vernus, but I'm going to check on my lion guard.
Ja, dat ging zoals verwacht, hè?
This is going about as well as I expected, unfortunately. Even if we can get them to stop bickering, they'll never agree to send troops to Cold Harbor. That would leave Cyrodiil unprotected. An interesting idea, but they need to stop bickering long enough to consider it. Why don't you visit each of them in their camps? See if you can reason with them individually.
Dat is deze game toch altijd al de vraag waarom de ene sprint en de andere gewoon tjoek tjoek
Their
doet.
pride will see us all dead.
We've served as the first line of defense against Molag Bal's invaders, destroying his dark anchors all across Tamriel. They've succeeded in reducing their ranks and leveling half of Cyrodiil. What do you think? Willing and able. But, like the Mages Guild, we are constrained by a non-interference pact. The alliances will only tolerate our presence in their realms if we remain neutral. Unless all 3 alliance leaders consent to it, our hands are bound.
This meeting feels like 2 wolves and a sheep discussing what to have for dinner. I will not sit back and let them pick up my bones. That's more than I'm getting from them. What do you suggest? I don't doubt their commitment or their bravery, but they are few, and Molag Bal's followers are legion.
Mag ik jouw link van je Twitch in mijn profiel zetten? Hoezo wil je mij een link in jouw Twitch profiel hebben?
All right then. I'll agree, provided you can convince the barbarian and the child queen. I don't envy you the task. They're more pig-headed than I am.
Goed gedaan. Die aansteken doet nog. Maar waarom zou je dat doen? Je kunt hem ook gewoon op host zetten of op auto-host.
Save your breath. I will not be swayed by Emmerich's lapdog. But what about the war in Cyrodiil? If I commit troops to this invasion, the pact will be vastly outnumbered there.
Als het goed is in je opties heb je een hostlijst of een auto-hostlijst. En dan kun je gewoon kanaalnamen invoeren.
Wizards and mercenaries against the Daedric hordes. Without the Ebonheart Pact, they do not stand a chance. How dare you? I should kill you where you stand. History will remember the Skull King as the bane of Molag Bal. I will support your foolish plan. Now get out of my sight.
Werkt altijd. Altijd zeggen dat ze een mietje zijn, dat vinden ze nooit leuk. Werkt bij iedere koning. Ze lafaarden zijn. Ik weet alleen niet of dat hier bij de koningin gaat werken, eerlijk gezegd.
Your king needs to stop talking out of the side of his mouth. He has a lot of Dominion blood on his hands. We're not going to easily forget that, and we're certainly not going to fight by his side in Cold Harbor. Is there? What did you have in mind? Perhaps. But we don't know enough about Cold Harbor to fully understand what they'd be up against. Well, it's certainly not what they'll be expecting. Very well, I'll agree, if you can convince the others.
Ja, dat doen we gewoon op tactische sfeer. Oké. Fair enough. Waarom zit ik niet op 60 fps in mijn Streamlabs?
Any luck? Or are they still at an impasse? I hope they come to their senses soon. We're going to lose the element of surprise. With very good reason, but the sooner they come to an agreement that... Does the air feel strange to you? That's odd. All of a sudden it feels like a storm is approaching. I have an ill feeling about this.
He has arrived. I can't.
Caldian! What's happening?
Go! Get away from me! Run!
These are the great leaders of Tamriel. Pathetic. But how convenient to have them gathered together in one place, so I can crush them like insects.
Moloch Ball!
Stay back, Countess!
The insects fight back! How amusing! And yet, so very sad. All of Nern shall be mine.
Caldian!
Protect the leaders, defeat Moloch Ball's minions, and close the upstairs.
Ow! Oh ja, van fucking tailswipe. Dat is 2. Zo, de koningin dus helpen en ik ga ervan uit dat eigenlijk een ras daar is. Nee. Waar is mijn bodyras? Niet cool. Wat zijn dat voor balletjes eigenlijk? Maar niet uit, hij is dood. Cut them breaches of Magica.
We were safe here, hidden from the enemy. The god of schemes grows more powerful by the day. Agreed. There's no time to waste. We must take the fight to him. Yes, at the Iliad Well at the center of the island. After that terrible display of power, I don't... Honored leaders! You have seen the face of our enemy! Moloch Ball threatens every living being in Tamriel. The Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild have agreed to join forces to launch an assault on Cold Harbor!
Trust in us. sanction our actions. Give us your blessings. We will not let you down.
Vanos is right. The guilds are our best and only choice. Send them to Cold Harbor.
I hate to admit it, but I agree with Emmerich.
As do I. It appears that much of the distrust between our alliances was sown and nurtured by the god of schemes.
Molag Bal thrives on deception and chaos. But if you'll forgive me, this alliance war is of your own making.
Countess Akruba, gather the surviving members of both guilds in the Sturk interior. The champion and I will go there now to open the portal.
We'll be right behind you, Vanus.
The time has come, champion.
Let's go!
Let's go.
Stendarr, protect us all.
Komen jullie allemaal ineens vanaf?
We're as ready as we shall ever be. Unfortunately, yes. It's not the massive army we'd hoped for. But now that Molag Bal knows where... It's difficult to predict where you will emerge once you reach Cold Harbor. Be on your...
Ja, terug naar Cold Harbor.
Hello, what's this?
Hey, gaat wel.
Survived then, have you? Jolly good. Jolly good. Rotten luck. They arrived in Cold Harbor, but in entirely different locations. Bloody unpredictable. Portals to oblivion. Not to mention Molag Bal's defenses. Nasty beasties.
Oh, dat zit niet in de OBS,
over the bridge and head inland. There's a good chap. Welcome back to Cold Harbor, old chum. Jolly good to see you. I was afraid you'd snuffed it. What bridge? Is there a bridge? Tricky things, bridges. Tend to have all kinds of hideous creatures living beneath them. Except that one over there. That one leads to the Hollow City. Dreadfully dull place, and a real eyesore if you ask me, but I suppose it's where you want to start your quest. Quest! What a simply fabulous word. Quest. 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 I just love how it rolls off the tongue.
Dat moet je in je dashboard van Twitch instellen, niet in OBS.
Welcome back to Cold Harbor, old chum. Jolly good to see you. I was afraid. Welcome to the beautiful... I have the honor, am I not? Did I? Same?
Cold Harbor ook maar verkennen. Die kennen we nog niet. Goed zo.
Attention, we are being followed. Shall I dispatch the welcoming drones?
En JV Gaming, dank voor de follow. Welkom. Eens even kijken. Ja, dat is best een grote map. Eigenlijk. Dan zijn we wel even zoet hier. Dan moeten we ook deze brug sowieso overheen zo te zien. Ik had niet verwacht dat Cold Harbor zo groot zou zijn. Als ik verder op af heb lopen. Oh nee, dat is de groundskeeper. Hello City.
Very few would dare to enter the Prince of Murder's realm of their own choosing. Your action consists of equal parts bravery and stupidity.
Ja, nee, dat weet ik.
I think in this case, that's exactly what we need. We've been waiting for you, Planewalker.
Okay.
You may refer to me as the groundskeeper, one of the few survivors that remain. I tend to this city. The magic that protects these walls and keeps us safe requires constant nurturing and the utmost care. The city's original name no longer matters. Now it is a hollow city, waiting to be filled. A perfect place to begin an assault on Molag Bal. This city can be your armor against the hazards of Cold Harbor. It just needs life to return it to glory.
Okay.
It could be. There is no safer place in Cold Harbor, for Molag Bal's reach cannot extend into the Hollow City. That is what was intended, and that is the way it is. Please walk with me. Let me show you why this city will serve your needs. Watch and listen. While I could explain things to you, it will be better to simply show you. The history of the city permeates these streets, and with a bit of magic, I can reveal it to you. Now... Long ago, this city existed in Nirn. It was alive and vibrant, and went by a different name.
In Nirn, dat is de overwereld. Oké. Wat was die naam?
Its people were devoted to Prince Meridia, the Radiant One. They lived in peace and assumed themselves safe from any dangers. But Meridia has enemies, such as the despicable Molag Bal. The Prince of Murder sent minions from Cold Harbor to destroy her beloved city. The city's defenders did what they could, but they were no match for Molag Bal's forces. Everyone outside the walls was slaughtered, but the warriors and mages managed to seal the gates to protect those huddled within. As fortune would have it, the Ayleid King Lalorian Dinar was visiting the city. A skilled warrior and tactician, he quickly took command of the city's defenses. The Ayleid King single-handedly protected one of the gates. As he fought, he prayed for assistance, and his prayers were answered. Meridia felt compassion for her followers, but she also saw an opportunity. Molag Bal's open portal worked both ways. The time had come to take the battle to Cold Harbor. Meridia warded the city and pushed it into Cold Harbor. The city arrived intact, but many of its inhabitants were either killed or scattered by this realm's protective spells. Even the Ayleid king was captured.
Okay.
Still, Meridia had accomplished the impossible. She stabbed a dagger into Molag Bal's side. A portion of her realm was in his domain, and he could not touch it. The survivors lost faith, however. One by one, they left the safe confines of the city to try to return to Nurn. They were foolish, and they paid the price for rejecting Meridia's edicts.
Ik wil deze game best kopen, ziet er tof uit, maar geen idee welke versie je moet hebben voor alle DLC's erbij. Er is geen versie met alle DLC's.
An overconfident Molag Bal. Champions from another plane. On that day, this city would become the focal point for the assault against the Lord of Schemes.
Nu is er alleen een versie waar een aantal DLC's in zitten, geloof ik. En dat is de Tamriel 1 editie.
I say that the day has finally arrived. The great mage, Vanus Galarian. The Ayleid king. And you, our last best hope. You must gather your allies and bring them here.
In principe wel. Of je moet de subscription pakken, hoef je de DLC's niet te kopen.
Know that every choice you make in Cold Harbor will have an effect on the Hollow City. It shall be reborn with every person you save, forged into a weapon by your own hands. I am your advisor. We both wish to stop Molag Bal's machinations. I offer you what help I can. The Hollow City awaits you and your allies. Use it wisely, and it shall not fail you. You must gather those who were lost. King Dinar and Vanus Galarian have vital roles to play, and they must be at your side. Rescue your missing companions. Return the Hollow City to its former glory, and we can begin the assault on Molag Bal. You shall require more than just the king and the mage, of course. But they are as good a starting point as any. Others in this realm, allies current and soon to be, all have important parts to play in this endeavor.
Er wordt steeds nieuwe update quests in het spel gedaan, of is het van A naar B één grote quest? Een beetje van beide.
As you seek out the mage and the king, I'm sure you shall meet others who require your aid. Look for those you trust and who would be willing to join us here.
Zoals ik al eerder zei, je hebt de DLC's in principe niet nodig om max level te worden en noem maar op. Dus alleen sommige dungeons en dergelijke kun je gewoon niet in als je DLC's niet hebt. Maar dat is alleen als je wilt min-maxen met je gear dat nodig is. Dus zolang je dat niet wil en gewoon lekker wil genieten van de game, heb je de DLC's helemaal niet nodig.
Go west, beyond the moonless walk. There you shall find the Ayleid king, held within a tower of darkness. Vanus the mage is somewhere in the eastern plain. His exact location is hidden from me. I recommend heading west first to find the Ayleid.
Dat zei je net al.
Rumors only.
Oké. Nou, daar ligt in ieder geval pas een boekje, daar ligt een boekje. Dus daar gaan we sowieso eens mee beginnen. Crafting delen. Dat we daar ook mee gaan beginnen. Hij geeft in ieder geval net aan welke ik klaar heb. Wat anders dan die clothing stations en zo. Zoals de jewel crafting station, of hebben we die hier niet? Blacksmith, daar hebben we. Coding hebben we. Nog een keer blacksmith. Oh. Dat is coding. De andere stations staan in ieder geval niet aan deze kant, in die binnenring. Daar bepaalde NPC's voor hebben voordat ik dat kan gebruiken. Dat zou kunnen natuurlijk. Gezien met een spookstad is op het moment. Nou, laten we eens even doorgaan voor dat boekje. Zo. Ik moet inventory uitzoeken. Opwacht natuurlijk. Heb ik zoveel in gebruik. Ik heb een krachtige spullen erin zitten. Even kijken of ik.
The city has been empty for so long.
Dat scheelt alweer. Nu zitten we pas op 46%. Even kijken, nou dat boekje hebben we. Wat zit hierin? Chef en een broer. Dat zal ook vast de alchemy station zijn. Of niet. Fire weg. De alarmist. Oké. Oeh. In ieder geval even delies inleveren die we hebben. Zo. Beetje district. I cannot choose that door right now. Huh. Kijk, hier hebben we wat. Dat zijn de guild traders. Daar niks aan. Fighters Guild kan natuurlijk ook nog niet heen. Het advies was om naar het westen te gaan. Kan ik daar tussendoor uit? Hier naar buiten. Dan zijn we in ieder geval meteen naar het westen. Meteen een boekje.
You're alive. That's what. You're a real live person, aren't you? I thought I was all alone out here. I bet you came from that city over there. Could you help? I'm a projection, silly. My brother and I are part of the Mages Guild expedition. Well, freelancers, really. We got separated from the others as soon as we arrived in Cold Harbor. But we're not slacking off. We're investigating this old library.
Okay.
We drew straws and I wound up on watch duty. But when I saw Daedra seal the entrance, I found another way inside. To rescue my brother, you know. But now I'm trapped too. There's a lot of magical project. The Mages Guild gathered at you. Got it. That's my thought.
Okay. Dan gaan we hier naar beneden toe. Hier ligt ook een boekje. En nog een skyshaft trouwens. Backpack is leeg. Flauw. Dan gaan we eerst ook even die skyshaft pakken. Nou in deze hoek zijn.
Free at last.
Library of Dusk discovered. Dus even kijken naar die lenzen. Haha.
Is this working? Can you see me? I'll try to show you what's going on inside the library while you smash those lenses. Here goes.
Okay.
Did you see that? I'll make some adjustments while you search for the next lens.
Ik zag dat ze aan het lezen waren.
You look like a sturdy one. Should I treat you to my... No!
Fuck. Beetje weg naar over mij. Trapt hij niet.
Moloch Ball will reward me when I add you to his band.
Tegen jij.
It's working. I switched the widgets with the gadgets, and that seemed to do the trick. Now let's see if I can get a view into the other part of the library. That was unexpected. I must be doing something wrong. I'll give it one more try while you hunt down the last one.
En de derde lens. Nee, dus niet lens.
Alright, I think I made the proper adjustments. Now, let's see if I can spot my brother.
Lady Laurent, we need to get out of here. This place is a trap. Young Raynor has already been caught in its spell.
Oh, Tallinger, let's just stay here, you and I, forever.
No, the glamour has taken you as well.
Come, my dear. Let us find a quiet corner among all these beautiful books.
She's lost. Damn! I need to escape before I also succumb to the spell. I'll leave them a note in case the effects wear off.
Spell? Why haven't I been affected? Wait, I just heard the door unlock. It should be safe now. Come meet me in the gallery at the top of the ruins.
Put down your weapons. We can think of better things to do than fight.
hier bovenlangs of is dat een cave? En moet hier bovenlangs. Library of Dusk.
Raynor! Raynor! He can't hear me. I can see Raynor through this observation window, but he can't hear me. It must be the spell. And I bet the spell didn't affect me because I'm not attuned to whatever catalyst controls the Magicka matrix. You know, the spell web. A pretty elegant trap, really. I think the spell's Sure, but there may...
Oh. Dit plaatje ook even lezen.
Oh, sorry. I said I'm reading. I don't know what... Wait. You're right.
I think so.
Thanks.
Yes. Lezen.
Raynor sent you? But why? I just found the most fascinating. I see. I suppose I should ask whether or not you're part of this elaborate trap, but I said... I wouldn't know exactly, but I'm sure Tellinger's... Thank you.
Details of calendar.
I'm rather busy right now. No, not even a little. You won't find your artifice.
Okay. Next. One-handed shield jab. Dat had ik trouwens gekregen. Dat is junk. Dat is junk. Die is op zich niet heel verkeerd natuurlijk. Dat is junk. Stamina worden. Dus die is er niks aan. Even bewaren om klein te maken. Oh, distance patient. Magic as cost of spells. Deze.
These books are incredible.
Ik daar. Oh, langs dus. Eigenlijk niet zo, maar. Oké. One-handed shield. Oh.
That's what he said.
That's what he said. Ooh, nee. weer bam, alles gestut. Oh.
I take it that you are the one who read my note? The spells I placed upon it alerted me that non-Daedra eyes examined the writing. I do hope that you are a member of the force from Tamriel. If so, I have something to show you. This vault contains a portal, and the power emanating from it is overwhelming. Something on the other side seems to pierce the veil of illusion that hangs over this ruined library. It's inconsequential. Whatever it is, it may serve a purpose in our battle against the Lord of Cold Harbor. If we can acquire it, then this excursion will not have been a complete waste of time. I have my suspicions, but I hate to speculate. If you must know, I think it might be one of the fabled lights of Meridia. The sources of power she used to hurl the Hollow City into Cold Harbor. Come in and we shall investigate further. Enter the portal and find the source of the power I sense emanating from the other side. Because I don't completely trust myself. While I have avoided the illusions that trap the others, I can still feel the pull of the Daedric spell. Find the power source and meet me at our camp outside the ruins. And take this token, just in case. Once you go through the portal, the token will attune itself to the access point. If you get lost, use the token and it will return you to the portal. What was once a curiosity that won me fortune and acclaim is now a vital tool in our mission.
Okay. De glas was trouwens wel heel erg snel leeg. Zo, die is al geprogrammeerd. Nou, dat duurt vandaag wel heel lang. Wij hadden het nog eerder moeten zeggen. Waarom geef jij nog steeds aan? Ik heb net gecharged.
These lights of Meridia can free me from Molag Bal's bondage. Find them and bring them to me.
Dat ging een keer sneller. quests. Oh, dat is wel leren natuurlijk. Ik wil ook eentje eten.
Did you hear something?
We should throw dice for but we all
Niet met haar te praten? Oké. Beetje raar. Oh, fuck. Oh, oké. Dat ging me net goed.
Welcome back, my friend. Did you find it? Was I right? Was the source of power I sense one of the fabled lights of Meridia? By the ape, that crystal! It is a light of Meridia. It is said that these orbs of power once allowed Meridia to transport an entire city into Cold Harbor. If an agent of Meridia harnesses this power force, we shall gain a distinct advantage. With Meridia's light, we can turn the tide of this campaign. Kirith said you came from the Hollow City. We shall go there once everyone has had a chance to rest. Thank you for your help. Once inside the Hollow City, we'll begin helping with the war effort. We must test the lights of Meridia.
Fijn. Dus niet stil. Oké. Hier beneden op een sky shard zitten. Hier ligt een of ander dorpje. we eerst even naar het zuiden gaan. Gods. Dat is iets wat ze voor mij nog steeds aan moeten passen. Instant knock van je mount af. Schuift zit in een deel, dus daar hou ik niet direct wat aan. Kijk, hier kan de quest appreciëren op je bot.
Sometimes you have come to Haj Uzith in its most desperate hour. Haj Uzith is a place out of time. An ancient Argonian settlement, plucked from the Black Marsh and deposited into this dread realm. We know of your mission to Cold Harbor, and we would like to help. But unfortunately, my people are divided. Divided over the fate of our history. But tradition demands that you pass our trials and prove your worth before I reveal all of our secrets to you outsiders. Please, head down this path to the city. I will follow you.
City, okay. Oh, dat was niet de city, maar één ding.
I told you, Zohaniel, we will not aid the outsider while our factions continue to argue about the fate of our beloved history.
The outsider has come, Anjin Saka, just as the history foretold. Perhaps now we can finally settle our disputes and do what is best for the Hist and for Nirn itself.
We shall see, Treeminder. We shall see.
Are you ready to help us, outsider? Will you undertake? There are 2 trials, each designed to prove your worth to one of the factions here in Haj Uzith. The Trial of Spirit and the Trial of Body. One shall test the Trial of Spirit as a test to prove your worth to the scholars of Haj Uzith. It shall challenge your mind and determine your strength of spirit. The Trial of Body is a test to prove your worth to Anjin Saka and his warrior faction. I'm sure it involves some kind of contest of strength and physical prowess. By successfully completing the trials, you shall show your worth and skills to our... Do you wish to start the Trial of Spirit? This trial determines if your spirit can understand the spirit of my people. We cherish courage, which helps us face this realm's horrors. Endurance, which allows us to bear its hardships. and preservation, which keeps our traditions alive. Take these amulets and speak to the people on the South Pyramid. Give each amulet to the person that best represents its spiritual quality. For each correct match, you'll receive a gem. 3 statues at the top of the pyramid represent the challenges our values must contend with.
Right, that's good.
I see the trial of spirit has begun. I am a go-between. I negotiate interactions between my people's 2 factions, as well as with the other inhabitants of Cold Harbor. And which of Zohan Neal's baubles do you think matches my daring nature? No, thank you. That amulet should go to someone who maintains our ways. And which of Zohan? Thank you. I need to be brave and resolute.
You must be here for the trial of spirit. Know that I am the Lord Master of Hut. Of course. And which am... Thank you. My...
Selling, buying, trading. Right here.
Oh.
Are you here for the trial? One of them. Thank you.
Je hebt geen plek. Zo. Statue of the Life of Time. Of dat goed is. Oh, die 2 dus schijnbaar niet. Centurion Smooth en Line.
The outsider returns. And was your trial good? That means you understand. You must still complete the trial of body. You have proven yourself. At the time we allow, we believe. Yes, we know the scholar. If only it were that.
You have completed the trial of spirit. Are you ready to know that our arrangement with Moloch Ball prohibits us from interfering with the Dremora who collect sap from the Hist? You, however, are under no such obligation. It has everything to do with the trial. It is the trial. Beneath the North Pyramid, Dremora gather sap from the Hist into great vats. They use treated wood to heat the sap and refine it, drawing forth its magical essence. Demonstrate your strength and physical prowess. Destroy the vats and disrupt their operations. If you add more treated wood to the fires, the sap will burn, and the vats will melt in the...
Okay. Saboteren van een tweede operation. Doen we. Hier best gezellig. Clothing, blacksmithing, woodworking. Clothing doen maar. Oh, hier is een feestje. Lijkt nou allemaal niet vies, dat is goed. Ik heb genoeg hout bij me, oké. Anjin Saka.
The outsider has returned. Well done, outsider. That should give the Hist time to heal while the Dremora rebuild the refine. Nothing good, that's for sure. He covets the magical essence. Then the time has come to choose. Do you agree that life, no matter the hardships, is sacred? Or do you side with the scholars, who would rather end the suffering and let our history die? If you settle the debate in the warrior's favor, then the history continues to live, and our civilization shall endure, just as it always has in this harsh land. Plus, my warriors shall stand at your side in your final battle against Molag Bal. The warriors believe that the history must survive, no matter the torments it is forced to suffer. The crystal must continue to sustain it, to keep the spark of life flickering despite the endless pain. Life is precious. The Hist must endure. If you must, I shall wait.
You have completed our trials, outsider. Now we ask. The scholars believe that the history cannot continue as Molag Bal's slave. It withers away, but the crystal will not let it die. This cruel existence, this terrible suffering, it must come to an end. Oblivion is preferable to eternal torment. This outcome, while sad, is for the best. We shall give you a boon to help you in your struggle. Without the vampiric shard, the Hist will pass on naturally. But first, you need to convince Anjin Saka to accept your decision.
Have you made a decision, outside? I see, but our traditions allow a choice, any choice, to be challenged. You must defend your decision by defeating our champion in combat. If you cannot uphold your conviction through battle, then how can you expect us to honor your decision? Your conviction and certainty do you proud. Very well. The warriors will accept your decision.
That was makkelijk. Nou, waar is het? Ah ja, test.
The cursed shard has been destroyed. Currents of happiness and grief flow through the river this day. Thank you, outsider. Because of you, the history's eternal suffering and enslavement shall finally come to an end. We shall mourn the Hist, but we shall also find solace now that its pain and torment is over. When you need us, we shall be.
Okay. Dus deel. Dus verder is niks zo te zien. Zo, in ieder geval richting het noorden gaan. Kijken of we onderweg nog wat puntjes mee kunnen nemen. Ja, kijken. Ik had eigenlijk verwacht dat het hier binnen zou zijn. Niet hier binnen. Hier van beide add-ons staat dat hier goed ligt. Terug richting dat point of interest ding daar. Meteen heel diep. Is die boven light? Rondje rijden. Kijk, hier inderdaad geen boekje ligt. Ja, zo te zien ligt er inderdaad geen. Dus kijk wat we hier krijgen. Kijken of we dit boekje kunnen pakken. Oh. Even mee. Wel een boekje. point. Let's walk away. Shrine. Kijk, eerst even vlucht naar de wc. Zo. Even een boterhammetje gesmeerd. Dus even kijken. Hier zit sowieso een sky shard. Verder. Ik zie daar wel sky shard. Nom 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 nom. Ja. Even een boterhammetje erbij. Ja. Frostrol. Laten we die maar even met rust laten. Dus dit voor mijn gebouw. Maar wat het is met dit weer heb ik niet... Meestal rond etenstijd geen honger of niet veel honger. Dus dan eet ik liever 2-3 keer op de avond gewoon een boterhammetje. Dan geforceerd proberen te eten. Niet dat ik hier iets kan. Ja, daar heb ik al helemaal geen zin in met dit weer. Maar ja, je hebt kinderen, ik hoef alleen voor mezelf te zorgen. Dus dat is ook nog wel een verschil natuurlijk. Hierboven langs eerst hierin lopen. Ik bedoel, als ik een partner en of kinderen zou hebben, zou het ook heel anders zijn. Want dan heb je natuurlijk geen zin om te koken en dan in je achterhoofd heb je zoiets van ja, ik ben niet de enige die eet en ik moet alleen voor mezelf koken. Dan heb je zoiets van ja, waarom zou ik? Ik pak net zo lief gewoon een boterham. Ja, daarom, dat is het eigenlijk ook. Ik ben sowieso wel van het makkelijk eten, want ik haat koken. Juist ook omdat ik alleen voor mezelf moet koken. Maar ja, ik kook wel voor 2-3 dagen, afhankelijk van wat ik kook. Ja. Zoiets of tortillas met kip gehakt, net wat in aanbieding is. Tacos. Gewoon een beetje gehakt rul bakken, ja, that's it. Nee, deed best oud. Let's walk. wil zeggen, als je eenmaal in zit met gezin, gaat het ook automatisch. Ja, nee, uiteraard. Maar dat is wat ik zeg, dan kook je al voor iemand anders, om het zo te zeggen. Dan kook je niet voor jezelf, want voor jezelf hoeft het niet meer. Dan heb je zoiets van, ja, ik ben niet de enige die moet eten. Dus laat ik maar gewoon koken. Plus, dat is goedkoper. Dus als je alleen bent ook wel, maar... Dat is niks zo goedkoop dan zelf koken. Aan de andere kant, een boterham met beleg is goedkoper dan koken nog. Meer klikjesdag, ja, dat ken ik ook nog van bij mijn ouders, klikjesdag. Dus dan aardappels over waren of wat dan ook, daar werd daar vlug iets bij gekookt of aardappels werden even gebakken en dan kwam het volgende erbij. En mijn vader en ik waren altijd degene die klikjes opraten. Mijn broertje die is daar niet zo van en mijn moeder ook niet. Het enige waar ik aandacht aan kan spenderen en meer tijd voor uit kan trekken om te koken is lasagne. Aan de andere kant dus ook gehakt rol bakken, groentjes en zo erbij flikkeren en dan gewoon 3 kwartier in de oven, ja. Ik ben eigenlijk ook maar een kwartiertje of zo daadwerkelijk bezig. Ik zou dat weer eens een keer moeten doen, overschotels. Het is te lang geleden dat ik die gemaakt heb. Toen had je ook niet heel veel keuze, eerlijk gezegd, tussen de overschotels. Nieuw dekkerd. Beer eigenlijk. Die amuseert zich best goed hier in jail, volgens mij. op, oké.
Thank you. Let's meet by the Way Shrine, just east of this tower. I'll be fine. As long as the Daedra think I still belong to Drusilla, they won't harm me.
Kijk eens afkomen.
I appreciate that you came to get me. A little longer and who knows what Drusilla would have made me do. I won't forget what you did for me. Even a loyal servant can withstand the charms of a beautiful winged Daedra for only so long, you know. I saw a city from the top of the tower. I'll head there and try to find my dear Lady Laurent. Freedom is a wonderful thing, and I'm sure that dear Lady Laurent has missed the Mages Guild. Quite so. Well, it wasn't. That's excellent news. The poor dear really isn't cut out for taking.
Oh, dat is een update. Oké. Dus wel weer samen. Oh, wacht, dan kies ik dingen. Dan hebben we hier die Tower of Lies nog, waar we even langs kunnen lopen. Dus we moeten sowieso is of the Fighters Guild. Remember. Te lopen. Hetzelfde geld geeft hem een update dat ik daar verder moet zijn.
Creatures, just slaughtered by Ifra's hairy feet. You outsiders just keep showing